Hello, beautiful. I suspect that you'll be like me and not really feeling like loving all the stuff that's going on in the world at the moment. I'll put it like that. Um, so we need to create new. I need to create new in order to let go of the old. Ah, that's so true on so many levels. So, because I wrote down, I have to create new in order to see out the old, which I was thinking of like on a global sort of scale, like I have to create YouTube videos that um, where I do my best to herald in the new world, and we're saying goodbye to the old world, which that's self-imploding at the moment. And so we'll just sort of, let that go. And I sort of thought of that like in plants. It's like if you grew a tree, but you start off, with a seedling, as it grows into a tree, it's going to push all the weeds and everything out of the way to become a tree. And also in myself, in my own um, mind, way of looking at things, way that I've been in life that I want to change, I've got to put in new stuff to push out the old stuff. I've been exploring that quite a bit lately because I'd have this thing where I get really angry when people talk over the top of me. And then I just feel like it happens so much and how rude because I don't talk over the top of other people. So I think they should be more like me, but they're not. So I just end up being angry about it. And that has been really unhelpful to me. And I can build up a lot of anger and animosity and all sorts of things about that. But I don't express that to anyone. I just, bury that in myself and then I've got to cope with that, which is also like everything at the moment keeps leading back to clutter. And that as I'm like, need the new thing to push out the old thing. Hmm. But sometimes maybe the new thing is just space sometimes, because I find that I'm like, I've got a table that's sitting in the lounge at the moment. It's the living room. And I also I want it in the bedroom, but I don't want to put it in the bedroom yet because I've got furniture with Bora in it in there. And I don't want to get Bora in my it's not a new table, it's a very old table. It was my great grandfather's table. So it's sitting in the lounge and there's nothing on it. And I love it just sitting there because it's got nothing on it. And like last night, our friend came over and he had a flat tire and it had this nail in the tire. And so he changed his tire and then they came in and there was this nail. And my husband put it on that table. And I was just sort of like, am I going to move that right now? Or can I cope with that for a little while? Is he going to move it? He's never going to move it. I had to sort of, um, breathe, regulate my nervous system to cope with having a thing on that surface. But so I put it in the rubbish today. How was I relating that back? A nail in the tire. That's quite a good metaphor for lots of things, isn't it? And a thing on the surface. Oh, yeah, I was saying about creating space. Space might be the new thing. Because space does feel great, doesn't it? If you've cleared something off, oh, I see I've cleared off that shelf. I usually have plants and stuff up there. I'm not sure if I like it bare though, or if I'm going to put stuff back on it. You have to watch and see. Mm, creating space. I do like that idea. And even like creating space inside myself and space for other people to, oh, can I love them even though they talk over the top of me? It would seem that that would be beneficial to everyone. Mm. And I do sort of, that is my thing, to love everyone all the time, which I believe, but then when it comes to my stuff, I'm like, ah, that's different because that person is super annoying or whatever my judgment is. So I'm going to love everyone all the time. That also does create quite a lot of space in me because that frees up all the space of things that I was being resentful about. Mm. Yeah, so creating new, I felt like I had to create a whole lot of new stuff, but maybe no, well, creating new, creating space. Mm, I think that that is more important for me and possibly for a lot of us. You know, if you've already got all this stuff, more stuff than you could ever want, which I do. Yeah, if you've got a lot of stuff, creating space. Mm, creating space in all of the ways. The way a tree creates space for itself. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And thank you very much for being with me. And like and subscribe and all the stuff.